Hello, hi Joss.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Hello everyone. All
Yeah,
the educators, tutors out there. Hello, good morning.
good
Okay, we are
morning
at
to the fellow educators. Come say hi so I know who is here.
yep. Leave a message, say hi.
Yeah, so we know who is here.
Yep. You're probably having your a late breakfast. If you are having your breakfast, just say hi and show us no lah, no need to show us a screenshot of your breakfast. Lah.
Tell us what you're having.
You can hear the clinking right of the Joss coffee cup and also mine kopi.
Some ASMR.
Hello. Okay, so
Yes.
thanks, Josh, for coming on to PIE show.
No, thank you for
Oh,
inviting me. Thank you for inviting me.
okay, it's our pleasure. Yeah, we want to learn from you today about how to make good videos and make ourselves visible online. So just now we have a short chat and we already learned a lot. You are really, yeah, really a lot of things we can learn from you. 高手.
No, don't say that. I think practitioner lah. Because
Practitioner.
it's what I do, ma. It's what I do, right?
That's right.
So naturally, day in day out, I engage with it more. Obviously, I will know more. Yeah.
Yeah,
So and that's why I'm able to help lah. People because when you're all busy in your own industry, of course, then you just look for the right specialist to feed you the right information.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Instead of if you need to, I mean, self learning is good, but sometimes we have limitation of time.
Mm,
Yeah. So
yep,
sometimes,
yep.
of course, it's easier to just go to a trusted source and find out what you need.
Yeah, I cannot learn
Yeah.
everything by yourself. Lah. I know this guy, right, who is very, very capable and he has
Mm.
a very, very high tolerance for failures. So he can keep going and going. He can spend like days to figure something out.
Mm.
Right. I think there's something good about him, but on the other hand, right, I feel that he should have spent more time on what he really, really is good at, and something like subcontract outsource. Those are the things that other people can do better. Yeah, and he make more friends, and he has more. He will widen his network if you do. He does that more lah. That's what I feel.
No, you're right. You're right. I think so because as in a way, I would say tutors, people like us, we are considered in a way solopreneur or small business owner a lot of the time.
Hmm.
I mean, of course, there are bigger learning centers with a team lah, but I think many tutors are self-managed, and yeah, you're right. We need to learn to let go certain things.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
lor.
because sometimes I can understand also why sometimes people are not willing to spend the money yet. Because
Hmm.
of course, every time you have a output of a resource is a risk, ma.
Hmm.
But anyway, these
Yeah.
are all risks that we take as a business owner, like in a way. I mean, although we are self-employed or solopreneur, I think it's still being run a lot like a business still.
Yeah.
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 So it's a matter of you're right, Law. You should focus more on what you are doing well, and then just find the other right experts to enhance what you're doing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because
Then you
the
also
fact is
move like yeah,
we only have
24
24 hours
hours.
a day. That's the fact.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
24 hours means that you don't have to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
correct.
you
It's minus away, it should be only 16. Let
yeah.
me see. I'm
You have
seeing
many
some.
friends saying
Yeah, I see a
hi.
lot of them. And my friend is asking me to share into her private group because she can't seem to share. Let me
Hmm.
try.
Okay.
So
Can let's fix that first.
let me share it out for into Lisa's group. And I
Yeah.
see Olive, Frederick,
Yeah.
Timothy, all my friends
Yeah. And John
who are
Yao
also
also. John Yao is
educators.
John Yao is a center owner. His
Mm.
center is in Bukit Panjang. Yeah. John Yao.
Okay, nice. So how is it like for the centers now? I mean, I think
Oh, we have Thomas. We
mm,
have Delton.
yeah.
Delton. These
Thomas
are your
Thomas is my friend too. I just
Delton.
realized something.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't share to my own page.
Ah.
Ah,
Okay. Can.
yeah. As we hang on for educators. So maybe let us know guys in the chat. Are you an educator for kids, which is people still in school, or are you an educator for adults, people who are already, working and has left the education system. Yeah, maybe you can
Yes,
let us know.
that's right. That will be good.
Yeah, because there
Yeah,
is
one
a
thing.
little bit of difference. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we
Mm.
just how we were talking about it. The way you approach kids and the way you approach adults is a bit different.
Mm,
Kids, you still
mm,
can do one-way traffic, right? Like lecture, 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 teach, teach, teach. But adults is different. Olive teaches adults. She's one of the pioneers lah. In I think in among the people that I know, Olive is one of the
mm.
pioneers in coaching adults online, and she also expanded to overseas. And what I
Mm.
like about her is that she not only teach language, she also teach
Uh,
the
sorry.
right language. Hmm.
Yeah, correct. I know Olive. She does the English, oh, lively English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good, very good.
Okay, we have
Okay.
some reply. Olive says she coach adults. Frederick adults. Yeah. Frederick is a photographer
Oh,
and
okay.
videographer, so he talks about that also.
Also, Frederick teaches adults in videography and photography.
I believe so. I believe he will do it on a request basis lah. I think lah,
Right.
based on what I understand, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are having all this engagement from our audience, right? Maybe for those of us who are tuning in for the first time, let me just quickly introduce a little bit about what is PIE. So basically, we are an academy for growth-oriented tutors who are dedicated to their teaching, who are ethical, helpful, respectful. Those are ideal qualities of our tutors. And we equip tutors with the mindset, the skill set, the network to help them to be more profitable and to teach more impactfully. We also abide to a strict code of professional conduct to ensure the highest quality of tutoring is practiced. So all in all, we want to make tutoring a more prestigious calling and profession. You know, in the past, right, it's like if I in the past, if I tell people that I'm tutoring, then people always ask me, "So when are you going to find a real job?" So that's I've been getting that kind of comments for a while. So it's like this, like a interim kind of job lah. It's like, oh, your income not enough, so you go tutoring, or when are you going to find a new job? Are you attending interviews? That kind of thing. So both Jeffrey and I feel that it may not be like that. I mean, it shouldn't be like that because what we are doing is actually a very noble thing, and we really change kids' lives. So we want to raise the whole game. So that's why we are doing this PIE.
Mm.
Yeah. So for audience out there, if you support our cause, please do like and share our video and interview with Jocelyn. So today, Jocelyn is going to share with us some tips about how to raise our online visibility. That's very important. There is so many videos on YouTube. I don't know whether this statistics is relevant or is it verified, but I read somewhere that in YouTube, one day, right, you got
Mm.
how many years of content uploaded. So literally, like if you have to spend hundreds of years if you want to watch all the content that's already uploaded on YouTube. Is that right?
I think I'm sure definitely there's a lot of content going up like every minute, every second, right?
Yeah,
But it doesn't
all over the
matter
world.
how much because the important thing is how much of it is relevant to us. And
Yeah.
anyway, I think realistically is how many percentage of the people who put up content actually really do make it as a YouTuber per se.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe the goal, of course, when not everyone's goal when you upload on YouTube is to get famous as a YouTuber. I think a lot of
True.
users also use it as a place to get, free hosting lah for your video content.
Yes, I
And
do
then you
that.
can embed elsewhere and everything lah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, so not everyone is there for the viewership and subscription game. Yeah. But I think definitely because it's a free to use platform.
True.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
of course, yes, like in a way, yeah, there is a lot of noise. So how do you make sure if you're on YouTube for a reason to get viewership, then that's another game altogether because YouTube has its own nuances of the YouTube game. But realistically speaking, I think as a platform for Singaporeans, if you want to grow your visibility through YouTube, also depends on your industry. Yeah. So end of the day, if let's say talk about where do you want to be seen, right? You have to know where is your audience first lah. Yeah. And whether the audience are looking for the kind of content that you provide at that particular platform. Yeah.
So there's a lot
Yeah.
of insightful things that you are saying here. So are you going to unpack for us later? How to understand your audience, how to find out what they
Yeah.
need,
We can.
where to find them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Look forward to that. So let me introduce you maybe to some audience who is not very familiar with you.
Okay.
I want to share this thing about your viral video. Okay, with
Oh.
you made a viral video, right? And PM Lee actually shared on his personal Facebook. Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so it's a very nice, entertaining, very well made music video of all the nostalgic songs. So it's on. It should be on our comment section. So our dear audience, if you want to just catch up with it later, you can watch it later. But now stay on with the show, please. Okay,
Yeah.
so Jocelyn, I know that you are creative director of JusgoVisible. That's your company,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm.
And today you'll be sharing with us on how to be seen, how to be known, and how to be sold as the
Mm.
best choice tutor, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you are a visibility strategist and you are a creative director in JusgoVisible, and your company was founded in 2019 to enable and empower businesses to use and create video content easily. So it's very targeted, right? Video content.
Yes. So video includes live stream. I always need to emphasize this because when I mention video, sometimes people don't automatically connect it with live video content as well.
Right,
Yeah. So
right.
usually I will mention both lah.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
to clarify, when you say live stream, right? It brings to my mind like about a year ago when we were in circuit breaker, phase one, right? So many businesses they actually went online, especially those and some interesting cases we see are like people selling fruits, people selling other clothes or electrical appliances, right? So
Yeah.
they went online to promote their products. Is that the kind of live streaming that you talk about?
Um Not that niche of live streaming because I find personally, if you ask me in my opinion, right, direct selling live stream is the easiest way of live stream. You
Right.
don't have to worry about what to say because you just keep talking about your product, ma. And then you just keep asking, replying to people's questions about, what's the size, how to buy, blah, blah, blah. All the product related questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The
what's the harder
challenge,
kind? Hmm.
the challenge comes for experts, like people who don't have a so-called tangible physical product. Lor.
So you're not selling a thing. You're selling your knowledge or your
Yeah.
solutions.
Yeah. So for example, if I tell you today, Jason, can you do a live show to share about your expertise or what you do as a tutor?
Hmm.
Yeah, for you maybe it's okay because you already got your engine started doing this particular
Hmm.
series with a
Yeah.
guest. So
Yeah.
the next stage is to do it solo.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be that crazy for you. But for a lot of people, they are like, because I think in Singapore, a lot of us, the first impression of live stream is the direct selling.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's in a way it has pigeonhole people. I mean, now it's better due to COVID and there's a surge of live shows coming out.
Hmm.
Yeah, but previously, right, back in 2018, where I decided this is the area of of niche that I want to focus on to advocate and open people's perspective about how you can actually use live video for your business. Back then, people are very pigeonholed into that kind of lay long live streaming lah. Yeah, but now because I think COVID has propelled the game a lot. Firstly, we are seeing different ways of live stream now, so which is good because I'm always advising my clients or coaches. Just think of it as like your own talk show, ma.
Hmm.
It's your own talk show. You don't have to be limited to, in a way, whatever other people are doing as well. That's one. Um, and so firstly, you don't have to limit. You can do it whatever format you want, and then as long as you feel that whatever you share can bring someone else value, then you
Hmm.
can do it. Yeah. So that's one way lah. But of course, along the way, then there are businesses where, of course, they are not ready to go live. They are not ready to do live video. Then, of course, then we also offer the other kind of like done marketing videos for them lah. Yeah. But then again, those are it's a different game again, doing a done video, because that one needs to be short.
You know, many years ago, when I was, I think that was way before, probably like 2015, I was thinking about, maybe, you know, now Khan Academy, you know, people have been uploading their teaching videos, right? Maybe I can do that. And procrastination set in, and I was thinking that, hey, maybe I'm not so interesting, not so attractive. Maybe I should get someone like better looking, younger, more trendier, with funkier hairstyle, right? And I coach the person. I give the script to the person and teach the person how to teach.
Okay.
So I think that could be one of the mind blocks in our tutors, among our educators. Like, hey, I'm not so good looking. Hey, I'm not so trendy. I'm very boring. Although I can teach, but I'm very boring. So what do you have to say about that? Sorry, we are jumping the gun a little bit, because this just happened to
No,
and
I
our
think
viewers,
everyone will.
If your viewers have questions, can they just shoot?
Feel free
section?
to ask questions. Because
Great.
I think Jason is here to represent the industry in that sense. The tutor industry. But of course, everyone will still have your own unique questions for your own unique situations. So do let us know. And I think we are here, like we agreed on, like we do not need to make it like very lecture style. It's going to be interactive. Lecture. So that's why Jason is asking me a lot of questions in relation to the industry, and as well as we are very open to take questions from the floor, from the viewers. Okay. Yes. Yeah, but of course sometimes people are stuck at the point that they don't know what to ask also. We understand.
Yeah. That's why I'm here, to ask questions.
Yeah, that's why Jason, you. Okay, so Frederick say, it's the values you offer. I doubt people care about looks. It's true. He just said it. Okay, I mean, values is definitely one. Yeah, I think everyone has something unique about ourselves. I call this to my trainer, to my trainees, my coaches, all that. I tell them, what's your star? What's your star power? What's your star quality? Everyone has something in you that will attract another person. And people who resonate with you, they will get attracted to you lah.
How do you find that out? How do you know what is your star quality?
So sometimes people will be like, hey, how do I know? Ask your friends. Ask people around you. You can be asking, of course, different groups lah. People who work with you, from your clients, your consumers, or you observe what people say about you. Sometimes it could be direct feedback to you. It could be something they tell someone else. Yeah. So like for me, my laughter gets talked about a lot. Yeah. So people know me for a certain personality lah. Right. So over time so you know how people always say about content and all that being consistent. Yeah. I find that people confuse consistency with frequency. So when you tell yourself, I'm going to be consistent in my content, I must put out a video once every week, and then it gets very stressful.
Indeed.
Because you need to produce it. You need to actually produce it. I find that the consistency in your branding or how you are as a person, your personality, is more important than how frequent you keep throwing out content. Because the reality is most business owners do not have enough resources, be it time or money, to throw out so much content. Right. Okay. I mean, that being said, I know a lot of YouTubers, they work damn hard when they are growing their YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, they either work hard or they are not working one, so they spend all their time on YouTube first. They're really taking a huge risk, honestly, right? But you gotta give it to them. But for the rest of us people who are running a business or be a solopreneur, we still, the majority of our time is to earn the income. And so for activities that don't have a direct income, definitely it's very logical. Most people just spend less time on it. Then the challenge of being consistent and all that comes up. Yeah. So I find that consistency is about how you show up in terms of how you are as a person, what you
Right.
talk about. But it is
Right.
not necessarily about having frequency. Because if your frequency has not much impact, is very meh, the content, then also no point. No point. I find that it's quality over quantity. That's
Yeah.
my belief.
Okay. What you say is,
Yeah.
to me, is incredibly liberating because every time before I start anything, I would think, hey, can I sustain? Because I'm the kind of that I'm like, I have a shiny object syndrome problem. So like, can sustain or not? But what you're saying is that just be true to yourself. Remember why you do this in the first place. Like back to the understand your why, right? Just don't need to fake. Don't need to fake it. Just be yourself. Then that'll be okay, right? Even though you don't post so often. Okay, good. Hey, sorry, I need to interject a little while because I realized I forget to talk about your company a little bit more because you say that because
No worries,
your
no
company
worries.
actually you actually you found a problem. You found a problem that typical production house and agency fees are not a long term solution for small companies. I suppose they are
Do you
pretty
agree?
hefty. Actually, I haven't even found out about their fees, but I suppose they should be in the thousands at least, right? At least,
Yeah.
yeah.
Usually. Yeah.
Okay. And I think it has to do with the duration of the shot. The longer the shoot is, the more they charge you because they have to incur their equipment and their manpowers, right?
Oh, okay. So you're talking specifically on the shoot, but for the statement that our company says is because a lot of time people also want to outsource sometimes the social media work, etc.
Right, right.
So if you're on
Okay.
a retainer basis, etc., yes, they also can cost 4 figure and it's per month. It's not just for one video.
I think for most tutor, that's out of the
Yeah.
question. 4 figures per month.
It is
Unless
unless you're
you,
running a center, then it's different because you have volume of teachers, volume of students, then it will be different. But if
actually,
we
if
are in
you,
the
yeah, one
context of
center also
solo,
quite,
yeah,
if you
one
run
no
one
lah. If you
center
have
also quite
multiple,
chore leh.
yes
Yeah, lor, yeah, lor.
multiple, then yes, or
Mm,
if they're like a group already, then yeah,
yeah.
then it makes sense. It makes sense.
So your company
But
also
then
provide coaching, right, to help
yes, because
people
yeah,
to produce their own
I that's why
content.
I don't actually I don't position myself as a production house.
I
Yeah,
see.
because a production house will not say, I let me teach you the tricks of my trade, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We are more of an enabler lah.
Mm,
So to meet different needs lah. I mean, there are people who say, hey, I cannot handle one. Just do it for me, man. Yeah. Then there are
True.
people who say, hey, I think I would like to, be able to do it myself because it's a long-term thing, ma.
Mm,
Yeah. So
yeah,
we
yeah.
also, I also can coach people to be able to grow their online presence themselves. Yeah. In fact, I have a coachee who is a tutor.
Ah, okay. So I think one of the key needs of tutors, right, is that now
Mm,
we are seeing this trend of people want to migrate their content online, so to maybe to record lots of teaching videos. But
mm,
the teaching videos are well known to be kind of boring. So only very few people can do very interesting video. So later on, you are going to or do a live audit for one of the tutors, right?
mm,
So his is actually one of the better ones, honestly.
mm.
Most teaching videos I've seen, right, are showing slides, then just narrate. Or mine is also very jialat one. I will be staring at the screen, like looking very fierce, like my eye big, big. Then I will like write down my solution. Then after a while, I think that, hey, this is like very scary. Maybe I remove my video better. So
I haven't seen your videos,
yeah,
but
I
based
can
on
show
your
you.
description, it sounds to me you might not be showing your personality at all in the video. Am I right?
Absolutely
You
not.
are just teaching.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm
Yeah.
like struggling, squinting my eyes to see the words, and then I was writing, so I look very fierce when I'm writing intently. So yeah, kind of it shows up, lah. It shows up.
The intense face.
Intense. Yes, you are right. You're right. You're right. Oh, our audience have lots of comments coming in. So
Yeah.
let me just scroll through. Wow.
Okay,
Okay,
Olive is asking about her platform lah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Okay, let's show her. So thanks, Frederick, for giving us some feedback. That's good. Thanks,
mm.
Frederick. Okay, Olive says, I think my target clients could be in China and Southeast Asia. So should I use WeChat or TikTok to upload my videos? Good question. So what do you say about that?
I'm going to go one step back and ask Olive, because I think your question comes from a space of, I think my audience is here. So probably, but then again, I also want to ask back Olive another question. I mean, I will still answer your question, but another question I have for Olive is, this target audience that you think are in China and Southeast Asia, do they actually also fall under your so-called your ideal audience? Are they able to afford the kind of fees you're expecting before you
Okay.
plunge into the action to attract them? Yeah, that's another question, separate question. But Olive, if you want to answer, you can answer. But if you're not, you can just ponder about it. Can you use WeChat and TikTok? Okay, so if it's Southeast Asia, yeah, I think TikTok right now, of course, the reach is very good. And the interesting thing about TikTok algorithm is, okay, I'll only say yes. Okay, so she has thought this through.
Good.
TikTok now are attracting a huge statistically, although it's a little bit different from my own observation. Statistically, the bulk of it are people 13 to 26 years old. Okay, these are all open stats that you can find online. So firstly, you can go and find some facts online to consider whether it's logical for you to want to venture into that platform. So if you do have people that you want to target in the early 20s, I'm sure the below 20 not likely lah, because they're still in school. Because I believe Olive targets adults. Yeah. 20 and above. So probably if you are looking to target people below 30 who are not native English speakers, then I believe that actually TikTok can be quite relevant. That's one. Secondly, TikTok is expanding very hugely on its educational content. They are actually gathering educators, people, that means people who share educational knowledge on TikTok. Yeah, they are actually trying to move away. I believe they are trying to move away from the impression of TikTok is you go there, you must dance and then do funny things, that kind. I mean, there will still be such creators lah. But then there are people on the platform for different purposes. I see a lot of American TikTokers who are sharing knowledge, sharing info and they are doing well. Their accounts are huge, man. They have a lot of followers. So firstly, it is not true. So if people are still stuck on I'm glad that actually Olive is considering TikTok, meaning that I think she knows well enough that TikTok is not the very surface impression that a lot of people have right now, that is just for nonsense and for teenagers. Yeah, because it was like that lah, maybe about 2 years ago. It has evolved lah. Yeah. So yeah, educational TikTok and TikTok I find is a good way to start creating your own video content because it's very short form. So if I tell you, hey, can you do a 1 minute video 2 times or 3 times a week, you will not feel that it's going to kill you. Yeah. Versus like if you say, hey, YouTube favors content 15 minutes and above.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And YouTube algorithm, unfortunately, the thing about YouTube algorithm is they are always testing your content out first in the local audience, because they go by regional. So if you do well in your country, right, then the content will reach people in other countries. Yeah. So if you're an educator, for example, Olive, actually technically she can reach international audience. But if she was to do YouTube, she need to break through the Singapore algorithm first, which is challenging because Singaporeans a lot of the time are looking for entertainment when they watch local YouTubers. Most of our top YouTubers are all entertainment based, if you notice. When it comes to learning and educating, who are we looking at? The American YouTubers, the British YouTubers. But we are not looking at local YouTubers for education. So that's why I feel for local educators, we have a long way to go on YouTube. Because we are competing with the Americans, which we are so used to learning from the West. Yeah. So I think TikTok right now, let's say you were talking about between YouTube, TikTok, right? Yeah, you can try TikTok. And as always, of course, you should try lah. Basically, it's free ma. Just try a little bit. And the TikTok algorithm, the good thing is it doesn't favor frequency. The algorithm doesn't necessarily favor that you have to be a super active uploader of content before your content can get viral or reach a lot of people. Yeah. Of course, if you can, that's good, but it is not a must because sometimes a video can just go viral. Yeah. The reason why people who go viral, we see that they already have a lot of videos is because it's the practice and over time the feedback from the audience that they keep fine-tuning the content such that it reach a point they know what people want. Yeah. But it is not due to the algorithm preferring frequency. It is not due to that. At this point, algorithm also keep changing.
We have a
Yeah.
relevant question about this TikTok, right? Okay, let me just jump the queue a little bit because
Jump queue.
jump queue lah. Yeah, because we have Jeff Leong also there. I feel a bit bad for Jeff because Jeff, I will come back to your message later, okay? Because you have
Okay.
2 messages and because the Jia Hao who is Javier lah. So he's asking about this TikTok. What content should we create as a math tutor?
So my question back to Jia Hao is Javier, right?
Javier, yes.
What can you teach in 15 minutes or 60 seconds? Within 60 seconds. Yeah. What is one thing you can cover in 60 seconds? I'm sure there's a lot. You just write down. You start writing down now. Or ask your students. Your target audience on TikTok is going to be the age of your students. I don't think the parents who are the paymasters right now are the key people on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, I don't know if you all know about this TikToker. He's actually, I think he's mid-40s already, Runner Cow. Okay, he's doing extremely well on TikTok. He runs, then he takes videos, he shares, he makes little gifts, he gives it out when people recognize him on the street. Very cute guy. But I already met him since last time before he got famous on TikTok. The thing is, he's really popular. He's an uncle, right? In that sense, lah. He has kids, the age of his fans. Basically, his fans are the same age, his teenagers, people similar age to his kids. So firstly, what his story tells us, you don't need to be a young person to attract the young kids. You know, the kids actually sort of like idolize him. They really look up to him, you know. Yeah. And he achieved that just by running, sharing his fitness journey. And then over time, I think he observed that, hey, this is my bunch of followers. So of course, I start doing things that I think they will like. But I also like, you're not forcing yourself to do it. But I think, hey, this is something they will find interesting. Then you start doing things. He will do TikTok live, do little games, activities, and all that. Yeah. Okay. So it is not, firstly, it's not about being good looking or being young. Yeah. Okay. It is about creating connection. I think, of course, the kids now do not want to feel that you are a parent, you are a teacher. Yeah, right. For Runner Cow, obviously, he has the benefit because he's not a teacher. He's not their parent. And he just makes it feel like, hey, we are friend, just an older friend. Yeah. So if you're a tutor, I think ideally, if your personality is the kind that you do value rapport, having rapport with your students and chemistry, you want to come across to them as not just a tutor who keep downloading things to me or force me to do my homework or tell me why your exam you didn't score like that. No, right? Yeah, I think many of the good tutors I met, they are not on falling on this side of the fence. They are more on having a genuine connection with the child. Yeah. It's a matter of, like you mentioned just now, you said teaching very boring. So how can you let that side of you come out? The more emotional side, the connection. Yeah. Then, of course, I also want to go on the topic of knowing your target consumer versus target audience is different. Who is your target audience, Jason?
My target audience, I teach secondary students. In particular, I focus on the weaker ones. Those who are failing, struggling, those are my ideal audience.
Okay. So would you say the students are your target consumer or your target audience?
What's the difference?
Consumer is the person who consume your end product. Audience is the
And
person who engages you and pays and makes the decision to buy from you.
wow, for secondary school, okay, for primary school, I think it's very clear. Parents are the audience. They
Okay.
decide. But secondary school, right? Lower sec, the parents will still decide. But
Mm,
the moment you move to upper sec, more and
mm,
more students will not listen to parents anymore. So they listen to
mm,
their friends. So it's like a
mm.
peer referral kind of thing. In fact, that is the more powerful one. Parents to parents, a little bit weaker, lah, in my opinion.
Okay, because you're aiming more of the upper sec, right? I believe.
Actually, all four,
Lower upper also can.
for the moment, it's all four. Yeah,
Oh, that means sec 1 to, I mean, all
sec
all
one to
levels lah.
yeah, all
Okay.
levels. Yeah.
So, and what's your preferred social media platform right now?
Wow. I write lots of random stuff on Facebook. I
Random
don't
ah.
really. I write random posts lah. Like today, I got some philosophy, so I just write. Sometimes I have some. I want to share with tutors some observations, so I just write. Yeah, so
Mm,
random lah. I don't have like a very strategic. Wow, like push out 10 content this month kind of thing.
mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. Okay. And how do people respond to your
How do
posts,
people respond?
especially those relating to what you do lah?
Mm, wow. Okay. I think I have many personal friends on Facebook, but I don't think I attract a lot of new parents, new inquiries, new students. I don't think so. So it's a
Mm,
lot of like the same pool of friends or who will like give me encouragement, say, hey, yeah, thanks for bringing this up. No, this is thought provoking, something like that.
mm. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna. I just check us. Actually, sometimes in your post, do you put it very clearly there, right, for people to refer you people who might need you?
No leh. I
Mm,
don't really do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can, not every post lah.
Mm.
Because the human brain in marketing, we always have this practice that okay, everything must have call to action.
Mm.
Okay, there's a reason. There's a reason why, because um we a normal business owner or tends to assume that people should know what to do ma. The reality is people don't when you don't make a clear call to action for them.
Right.
Yeah, like example just now, if we didn't keep reminding people, hey, you can ask question, blah blah blah, likely very little people would have commented or asked questions.
True. True.
Just watch. It's not that they don't know they can ask, but maybe they watch, and then they just forget about it, you see.
Or they
Doesn't
don't think they
occur
have the
to them.
permission. Yeah.
Or it doesn't occur to them to connect it over like that.
Mm-mm. True.
Yeah, so majority of people won't. I'm not saying all, not saying that all people won't. I mean that I have people who just they refer clients to me. I never ask for it though, right? Yeah, but you do need to remind people sometimes with a clear call to action. So certain posts, I think you can choose to do that.
Mm.
Yeah, because people might think, oh, Jason, very passionate tutor lah, must be very busy because he's such a good tutor, must be full already. Huh?
Mm. True. True. True.
Yeah, it's okay to let people know that hey, I can still take in X number of students, etc. So
Yeah.
if you know someone who needs help and they like XXX style of learning, yeah, you can actually recommend them to me. Why? Because the parents demographic is the one on Facebook.
Mm.
If you're
Okay.
looking for the upper set kids who are their own decision makers, then you are not reaching them on Facebook lah. Yeah.
Mm.
So you might need to go on Instagram and all that. So at least, right, when you're on Instagram, let's say your current student wants to refer um, a classmate to you, then they say, hey, you check out, you see my tutor Instagram. Quite interesting. You mean like people have a reference point that say, at least the friend, right, gets to see who you are as a tutor, as a person first. Then they
Okay.
can say, hey, okay lah, think not bad, this tutor, okay, I can join you.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Yeah. So having presence there, you might not organically reach people through the account per se, because I don't think students generally purposely go Instagram to find tutors.
Yeah.
But when somebody talks about you, they have a place to refer to, and you can still
Actually,
show your personality through video content, be it through a short edit of your live show, or
yeah.
it could be a short sharing that you did for TikTok, but you can still use it on Instagram as well.
Yeah. Actually, you
Yeah.
mentioned about this, right? This is what Jeffrey is doing very well. Jeffrey is my fellow community builder, right? So he's like the technical wizard, just for the viewers' knowledge, right? This show couldn't be possible without Jeffrey. So Jeffrey, if you are ready, can you just say hi to us?
Jeffrey and
Yeah.
his
Okay.
corgi.
So yeah, why I mentioned Jeffrey, right? Is because he's doing this very well. He has shows with his past students, and he has shows for his past students on Instagram, so people can see him very easily. I think that makes him very easy to refer. Yeah, check out this Instagram to see how my tutor taught. Like if
That's
you
the
like,
whole point of
sign up.
That's the whole point of visibility, right?
Oh yes.
See very easy. You summarized it in 3 words. Seen very easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you need to let your content work harder for you lah. You are not there 24 hours, but whatever you put up online is there for people to access technically 24/7.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. It's about also, of course, putting it to the right place lah, where the right group of people can see you. Yeah.
So it sounds like Instagram for secondary school lah.
For your upper sec law, because you say they are making their own decisions.
Yes.
Right. And your content that is more relatable to parents as well, you can still also put on Instagram, because I think secondary, the parents also late 30s, early 40s.
I think early 40s more likely.
Yeah. That demographic is also sometimes on Instagram, but of course
Yeah.
they are also on Facebook. So of course then you should also ramp up more for Sec 1, Sec 2 kids on Facebook lah.
Yes.
Yeah, but whatever you do on Instagram for Sec 3, Sec 4, right, it can also reach parents. So you can also put your Sec 1, Sec 2 targeted content that you created more for Facebook though, but you can still put it on Instagram.
True.
Yeah.
True. Hey, Josh, I want to fast forward a little bit because we are slightly behind time. So, okay, we have this special section, right, where we actually audit JVS video. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
do you have the link?
Okay. The
Someone
link.
will share screen, is it?
Yeah. Just a moment. Okay, I think we need Jeffrey's help to do the link. Okay, Jeff, are you able to do that? No, don't have the link. Okay, let me just find out the link. Okay, so meanwhile, maybe I just go on to where I prepare the link. Okay, let's seize the time. I want to.
Is it the one you all shared to me?
Yes, that's right.
That specific video, right? Yeah.
Correct. That two.
Let me take.
So meanwhile, maybe I can share Jeff's comment. Okay, Jeff says about the value of the content. This one I think is in response to what, like whether, I think this is response to what Olive said about target audience in China has to spark the interest of students and parents. In fact, if you show your content that connects people do not have further question, signal them being convinced. Okay, so no question means that they are convinced. Okay, another comment by Jeff. Okay, WeChat and Douyin for China, Southeast Asia's Facebook and TikTok. Would you agree? Consider social media channels in terms of social media majority demographics. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's correct. It's factually correct.
Okay.
Yeah. That seems like a bit of, I mean, the second line is a summary of what I said what I said just now. You can just go online and find the facts on the demographics very easily of what the platform is strong in. Okay, we have the Instagram. I can share the screen.
Okay, sure.
Let's take a look at the Instagram one first. Hang on.
Okay, meanwhile, to our audience, if you are watching this, I think we have already covered so much value, right? We talk about what social media what to post, whether you should post it yourself or get someone else to do it. So today, I think it's really value packed. So if you have friends who are doing videos or considering making videos, please feel free to share this with them, right? They can be watching it now or they can watch it later. It doesn't matter, but you will be doing them a favor. So educators and tutors out there, it's time that we ramp up the games of our video production. Don't you think so? Yeah. So just share to your friends who are educators and tutors. Okay. Is this one? Let's do this.
Okay, so this is Instagram lah, so it looks a bit small on screen because it's vertical. Okay, but let's take a quick look at what Javier does.
Yeah.
What? So we are the reason why our child is doing badly for maths? Let's find out. Now, you might think that your child is bad in maths because he or she wasn't born with a high IQ, doesn't have a strong foundation, cannot do simple maths problems. I even heard of parents and even teachers telling students not to worry about doing badly at maths because not everyone can be good at it. And these students start to declare themselves as not a maths person, and they are so proud of it. In fact, we adults are the ones who allow them to give up even before they started trying. Since young, you might have praised your child for being talented in drawings, in art and craft, etc. But when your child is struggling to learn maths, you have not been praising them for their efforts enough. They might have put in more effort in the maths than in the arts that they're good at. But they are not being praised in maths because they are not getting the results. And this happens day after day, month after month, years after years. And your child start to believe that they will be praised only based on their talents and not their efforts. So as a result, they spend more time in things that they get praised for than on something that they've been struggling and did not show result. And then they start to believe that intelligence and talents are something that they have to be born with. And this is what they call the fixed mindset. So a psychology professor in Stanford University, Dr. Carol Dweck, she studied the behaviors of thousands of children. What she found out in this class of 10-year-old students in the 4th grade in South Bronx was that after using the growth mindset strategy to teach them maths, they emerged the #1 class in the entire state of New York in the national math exams. So within less than a year, those underserved, underachieving students emerged the #1 in the entire state of New York. So what the teachers did was to present maths concepts and they structured the word problems differently. They then guide them through slowly and gave them feedback that will actually guide them towards the growth mindset and keep them there. So parents, the next time you praise your child, you might want to praise your child on the efforts put in, not because of their intelligence or the talents that they have, so that you will not become the reason why they do badly in maths.
Okay, that's the first video.
Okay, is Javier here?
Javier, you're supposed to stand up and raise your hand and say, yes, teacher, I'm here.
No, I just want to ask some questions before I share. I think the production quality is great, man. I don't know if Javier did it himself or he outsourced.
I think Javier is here. Javier.
I looked through his, I think I did look through his Facebook and Instagram. I can
Javier
tell.
yes.
I can tell right from a production viewpoint, he really valued the quality, and be it time or money, he really did put in the effort.
Yes, can testify to that because we are in close contact, right? So he shares with us, Jeffrey and I, like his excitement is very contagious, lah. He say, "Wow, I found this great thing, this great resource." Now, so he's really into this.
Okay, so he edited the video himself. Do you film yourself too? Because if you did do the whole thing yourself, I think that is very commendable. Yeah.
I have a feeling that yes, he did everything.
He did, huh? Yeah, it is.
One man army.
It's very good. Yeah. Is Alvin a fellow tutor as well?
Alvin, I'm
I'm a
not
bit
quite
puzzled by
sure.
some of the comments, and I'm not sure like what context they are coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alvin and Jeff, maybe you guys can
Let us know
advise
what
us
you
on
do.
what
Are
you
you also
do.
a tutor or are you a marketer? Yeah, let us know. So we better have a better understanding of the some of the comments that you are sharing. Because Jeff might be a marketer, like when I look at some of his comments. Yeah, Javier is 100% committed. So Javier, my question to you is, for example, this particular video, what was your objective in creating this video? Self-direct also very strong. It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's why I just do live, because it's so much easier. No need to edit. No need to direct. Just do and interact, and you get a long form content done just in the amount of time you spend.
So
No
Alvin
editing
say that
hours.
he's a full-time tutor. Alvin is a full-time tutor.
Okay.
Oh,
Sharing with
Jane.
parents. Okay. So, because I look at Instagram, okay, of course, 51 views. I'm sure that is not the kind of result you expected from the effort you put in. Right? That's one. I'm not sure if that same video is going out on other platforms or if the statistics are arriving what you expect. Now, I'm not asking you all to chase numbers. That's not the point of my statement. However, the statistics also give us feedback, right? On
Of
whether we are
course.
reaching people or not.
Mm.
Yeah, ideally, you spend so much effort, you want the thing to reach people, ma. Yeah, it's not do like own self happy. I mean, yes lah, certain content is you really do for self-actualization, but we for this obviously is also related to the business. Jia Hao say, oh, only share with your student and parents. Okay. So if your objective is just to have a piece of content to engage existing people, then it's fine, because maybe you are sending it out through WhatsApp as well. So these are numbers that we cannot see on social media. Yeah. But if you also want the video content to help you gain new students, right? Or to gain to get attention from parents, then I think firstly, I hope this video also goes out on Facebook. Yeah. And I think one thing that you can add on is likely the clearer call to action in the end, because the video ended without a call to action. Yeah.
True, huh?
Yeah. Do you notice? It's like,
Yes.
讲完了, okay. So parents, you are the fault. Then what's next? What's the solution? What's the solution?
So you should add one
So
last section, like
how can I reach you? How can you help my child? Didn't continue. Say halfway, you are the
yeah,
problem. Like that.
yeah. 果然是高手啊 You see that? You see that?
Yeah, so I think
Yes.
if that was added in, then I think it can make a difference. Firstly, I think secondly also, I hope it's Jeff Seong say, I'm like Jocelyn, haha, I am a parent. But I'm not a parent. You mean you are like me as in what we do, is it? But I'm not a
Also,
parent.
Alvin is a full-time tutor. Jeff is. I think Jeff means that
I
he's
think he's a
like
marketer
you.
lah. It's like
Yeah,
a marketer
he
lah.
coaches
Yeah,
people
yeah,
lah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe he
Okay.
coach and produces. Yeah. So he's more in the
Yes.
marketing space. Hello, Rajiv.
Rajiv, yes. Hello, Rajiv. Oh yeah, for today we have overwhelming number of questions, right? So for people who ask questions, for our audience who ask questions, right? So I will get back to you. Okay. I will probably skip some sections today, but I will get back to you. I think your questions are priceless. We want to get to that. Give us a while, because we are still in the midst of auditing this
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. Hey, Javier, I tell you what, just connect with me on Facebook, because I think you spend a lot of effort to do the videos. I'm happy to just share some tips with you, like how to up the game. Yeah, because we have a lot of questions.
Yes.
So I think, yeah, we want to be able to address as well, because I think for Javier, he's at a different step of that game already. He stepped into a bigger space of risk, I mean, putting in the time. I mean, I also edit videos. It is really very time consuming one. Yeah. So, and you want your effort to pay off lah. Realistically, that's what we want. Yeah. So just try and drop me a PM. And actually, for those of you who are considering, if you want to do something like what Jason is doing, can you do live video? I do have a free live stream planner. that I think Jeffrey can share the link in the comments now. So if you click through to the link, you will reach my messenger, where if you drop your email, then I will give you a live show planner. So because I find that live stream is the easiest way to create a long form video content without the crazy editing or self-directing that Javier mentioned.
Yep.
But I believe Javier does it because he enjoys it also, the process. But it's not for
yes.
everyone. It's very honestly, it's not for everyone.
Yes.
I believe he has the passion and the interest to be a creator as well. That's why he can do it. And
Yes,
up
he
to
has the
a
passion.
pretty professional standard. Yeah, because
Yeah.
especially if you self-learn,
Yeah.
that
He's the
standard
one who
is,
he's the one who teach
yeah,
Jeffrey and I how to do OBS.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
it's the
he
effort of self-learning that if it's very powered by passion. Because that's how I started as well. 2018. Whatever I know now is all self-taught.
wow. So
Yeah.
within
So
just 2-3
you
years you
must have the
learn all these
passion,
things.
I can understand. Sorry?
Yeah. You have the
Yeah.
passion, you have the passion, and within 2-3 years you can learn so many things. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's your passion, you learn, you do. You do, start with something, learn again. Start with something, learn again, keep learning. I'm sure Javier understand what I'm talking because I suspect it's a very similar journey.
Okay, he has something to say. He said, I worry if I do live may not be good enough, cannot have NGs. Oh, he's scared got NG.
Life video is about NGs. It is about being real and authentic. We are human beings. We are not robots. Why do we need to be perfect?
Yeah. So Alvin says self-learn is the best way to learn. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that
But many
self-learn is
people,
very motivational based.
yes. That's why having a community, I think, is really important. Yeah. If you have no one to spur you on, right, you hit the wall, you sian already.
Yeah. Asher says going live. Yeah, because Asher is also a live stream advocate, a lot like me. I got to know him through some live stream community.
Asher.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Asher, for the comment. Okay.
Okay,
I
so
think
I think
I,
Jeffrey shared the entire link, which is I think too complicated. I think we just show one, which is the the live stream planner.
live stream
Yeah, they are
planner.
meant to
Okay.
show at the separately lah. So this
Okay.
is brings me to the next tip. Have only one call to action for one thing.
Okay. Okay.
When you throw too many things out, at any moment in time, just have one clear call to action.
Okay. One clear call to.
Yeah, like
Okay.
if it's that one piece of video, one clear call to action, because people are going to, I think we can take the share screen off the screen also. We are
Sure.
going to, we will confuse people, and when people are confused, they don't take action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Sometimes you
Good.
stand outside a restaurant, I don't know what to eat, then you look at the menu.
Hmm.
Then no staff stand there to welcome you, no staff stand there to suggest something. You walk away.
Okay.
Yeah. So as educators or even coaches, right, actually the key thing we want is provide clarity to people. When they are clear, they know what they want, and you are what they want, then they buy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So we aim not to confuse people.
So
Sometimes we are very enthusiastic, then we accidentally maybe share too much,
yeah.
and then we end up confusing people.
So also have to be selective on what to share, right? Let's say, for example, if I teach Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3, Sec 4, so if I make one video that's targeted for Sec 1 students, don't go and share Sec 2, Sec 3, Sec 4 call to action. Is that something like that?
Yeah, actually in one piece of content, even for live stream, I think Rajiv might know. Just have one key thing and your 3 sub points. 3 to
Okay.
5 if you have more points. One
Okay.
key topic and your 3 sub points of maybe how to get there, the steps, or the 3 different points. But just one key thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because the content is about helping the other person. It is not for you to show off how much you know.
Okay.
Yeah. The moment we go into a mode that I want to let people know I know a lot, you know what happens? What is the focus on? Is on who?
Yeah, ourselves already lah.
It's on yourself. But the purpose, when people connect with you, the focus is on themselves. I mean, everyone comes with the mindset of what's in it for me only. That's the reality.
Yes.
So if the moment I see that this video it doesn't help me gain clarity, or it doesn't help me learn something useful, skip.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, if it is about Sec 1, or maybe if you're just sharing a study tip, then it's applicable to technically any
Oh,
any level.
okay. Actually,
Yeah.
I want to show Julie's question. Okay, thanks for
Okay.
that. I want to show Julie's question, but before that, I just want to ask a very quick question. So, would you say that highly technical things like how to solve this quadratic equation shouldn't be made into a video because it just doesn't engage? Compared to
Yeah.
things like what Javier shared just now, right? His short video, he talks about mindset, how something that's a bit more unusual. So, what's your take on that?
Yeah, it's a very good question because this was on my mind just now about the type of content. Um, I think you should only show the how to if it's an extremely difficult question that can showcase your strategy.
Okay. Okay.
That means to solve the problem, right? It involves certain level of I think this is what I understand from many of the tutors that I interacted with. It's sometimes the kids don't score not because they don't know the facts of the thing, It's because to handle the question is a strategy.
Okay.
I used to tutor kids lah. So, problem sum, the problem is not the maths. The problem is the English, for example. Right,
Yeah.
right. So my
Yes.
strategy
Yes.
for a student is okay, firstly, don't nervous because the whole chunk of paragraph, some of these are foreign kids, English is not their native. They understand maths perfectly well, plus minus times divide, like Asians, when it comes to calculating. If it's money, you throw money to the kid, they can calculate, okay, but the problem sum is a huge problem. Because it becomes like testing your English. I understand now it's even tougher than back then, but the thing is, my strategy to the kid was, okay, come, let's go through line by line. Tell me what you understand by each line. Because in the exam, we are not next to them. We have to guide them to learn the thinking process. Yeah. So that is the true value of the tutor, right? Because the basics of what is plus, what is minus, what is times, what is divide is covered in school. Right? The teacher is not there to teach basic functions.
Okay.
The tutor is there to help you score for exam. Technically, I think that's what parents are looking for, right? They make the child very happy. The results don't change, also no use. A lot of the time, I think exam right now is a strategy. And of course, every tutor will have your own take on it, I'm sure. You have your own techniques. Yeah. So I believe you need to showcase some of that. Yeah. And the parents will be more wowed.
So avoid
Parents or the
mundane
child
stuff.
will be more wowed by that rather than the very, this step right now. So this, therefore, you should do this equation now. Therefore, remember your Bodmer's rule.
Too
It's
mundane. It's like,
how does that differentiate you from their teachers in school?
Right.
That is what the teachers in school do.
Right.
So what are you value adding as a tutor? Is definitely your tips, tricks, techniques, strategy. Or TTT. Now cannot anyhow say TT. Very sensitive. TTSC. Not TTSH. TTTS. Sorry, TTT. Tips, tricks, techniques, strategies. You should differentiate yourself through these areas.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I want to go to Julie's
Alvin
question.
says student. Yeah. So Alvin, this is one topic you can just talk about very quickly in a 1 minute video. Students usually write too little. So you can have a hook. Do you know why you are not scoring even though you know the concepts well? Your hook is very important also, the video. So I think Javier's video example just now, he did try a hook, but my suggestion is try and use more of you and your in your hook. That will engage people more. Yeah, so he
More
used
direct.
we, right? Technically, he could rephrase that hook into a you statement. Do you know that you, because when you say you, I'm talking to you, correct? One person. Whoever is watching feels that, 你在讲我. It's me. Do you know that you are the reason? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then the parents feel more, wow. 你讲我. You say we is talking about me, ma. You're not talking to the person behind the camera who is watching your video.
True.
Yeah. So Alvin has actually he has a problem statement already basically. So this can spin off into a very quick 1 minute video. You just put your phone on a tripod. Basic requirements are stable footage, clear audio, enough. Don't have to be very fanciful. Javier can do it very nicely. He has the passion to do it himself. But if you can't, it is okay. It is still okay. Yeah. Stable footage, bright enough, audio is clear, is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regarding about you, Frederick also say it's all about you. Same strategy when developing online learning.
In my live stream bootcamp that I help people find confidence to be able to go live, the first thing I teach them is this mantra called INAM. And then I say, keep telling that yourself. Keep telling that to yourself. And I think this
INAM.
addresses Julie's question also.
Oh, okay.
INAM. It's not about me. Just keep telling that.
So Julie's question is better strategy, right? Is this what
No,
you're
she
talking
was saying
about?
very awkward. She feels like she's talking to the wall. She said, I try live stream is tough because the viewers are so quiet. I feel like talking to a wall, how to get them to talk.
Okay.
Yeah. So the mantra is, it's not about me. Rajiv say he's so confident that I'm live every week. Yeah. Now Rajiv do live better than me.
Raji churned out a lot of content, right? I see that appearing on my
He has
Facebook
been
feed.
doing live. He has been doing live stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
With my
Great job.
guidance. Yeah. So
Keep it
Julie
up.
says she tried. It's tough because the viewers are quiet. You need to keep reminding people lah. So it's persevere. It's the same lah. If you go and teach a class, the student refuse to react, what do? You will just keep doing something such until you get a response at some time. It's the same because for adult educators also we get similar reactions sometimes in class. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to keep reminding people or like ask questions. Paiseh leh, you are the 师傅. No, I'm always happy if people who learn from me even do better than me, right?
I realize
Yeah.
Rajiv is someone who learns from many experts because we have been interviewing people, right? Yeah, then he's like, hey, this person, Rajiv, learned from him.
He is very serious about learning, improving himself, and he's a serious action taker. The moment he commits to the learning by paying for it, he will really do one. You know, a lot of people pay for things and then they never do.
Yeah, me lor.
When I used to conduct training and courses, and I stopped doing group because I find it as an educator is quite disappointing. Most courses, like only the top 5% people take action. So if you are if you did something after doing a course, right, you are top 5% already, guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Rajiv does his live on Ministry of Science. You can find the page Ministry of Science on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks Asher.
Yeah. Okay. Joss, I would like to quickly wrap up today. But before that, right, there's something really important that you have prepared for our audience, right? So, can you talk about that? What do you have for our audience?
So this is a special thing that I just suddenly came up with last night. Then I must thank Jason and Jeffrey for accommodating this last minute thing. Because when you ask me, hey, do you have something that you want to share and offer to the audience that I say, hey, no, I don't think so. I think I was very busy with some production work then, so I didn't think too much. But last night I thought, hey, I think some of you do need some one-to-one time to troubleshoot. Or like maybe depending on, because everyone is at different steps of the journey. Yeah. So I believe some of you here will appreciate the one-to-one time that you can have with me. So I'm actually opening up only 3 slots. I don't want to overcommit myself as well. At a very, very special rate of I usually charge about $250 per hour for one-to-one time with me. But just special for PIE today is a 90-minute one-to-one visibility of video strategy call for $97. So you can just book a slot at the link that PIE has put out right now. bit.ly/PIE life plan.
Okay.
PIE like pie like that are very cute, like can eat.
Yeah, profitable, impactful educator ma.
Yeah,
we are thinking, should we use a pie, chicken pie as the logo?
It's also our expressway, right? It is your expressway to grow your business.
Yeah. Wow, you read the meaning behind it.
So cheap. Hey, Rajiv, different, huh? Different. Different. I give you a
So,
lot of bonus and anyway, Rajiv, you have personal access to me. Different, huh?
hey, but really have to thank you for giving this super good deal for our audience. I think
And I'm only limiting it to 3. So yeah, I
for
know
3,
Rajiv joking. He's a joker lah. I always remind him, please show more of your actual personality on screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
he's
Rajiv
a
will joke more.
humorous tutor. He's a humorous tutor. But
Hmm.
I think like what Jason said, sometimes when we go on screen, we become very serious.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
think, hey, I'm tutor, I must look serious. Hey, the students don't want a very, very serious kind of tutor. Like honestly, very stressful. No.
No, sometimes my
Yeah.
mind, I don't know, maybe I speak for some tutors out there, right? The mind block is that if I joke too much on screen, then parent think I'm not serious. Parent think that I'm not really teaching because I joke so much. Maybe this is on your mind because this is on my mind. Yeah. So
Mm.
if you are watching this and this resonate with you, maybe you can just give me a high five or whatever on the comment section.
I
Yeah.
would say if you are humorous and you show your humor,
Mm,
you will attract people who appreciate humor.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. There
Okay.
are people who feel that, hey, I want my children to be learning, yes, but I want them to enjoy the learning also.
Mm,
I think
yeah.
especially now parents are more well educated lah. Compared to
Mm,
our era, maybe the parents will really might think otherwise of tutors who are
true.
different.
True.
Yeah. But this is the era of authenticity and connection. And TikTok, right? That's not because we mentioned TikTok is a platform that celebrates authenticity.
Oh,
Versus
okay.
Instagram. Instagram still celebrates fake impressions. I'm sorry. Everything on Instagram always look very picture perfect, curated. The trend is still like that lah.
Mm,
Whereas
mm.
on TikTok, right, there's a lot of communities, even minority communities there that celebrate being authentic and real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it is the opposite of what the culture of Instagram is. And
Oh,
that's
so
why
interesting.
that's why it's growing so well. I think people are sick of all those fake stuff lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So
those highly edited kind of thing, is it?
what do you mean?
Like Instagram is like because it's always picture perfect, right?
It's very curated. Yeah.
Curated, then
Yeah.
lighting, all these things. But you are saying that TikTok actually you can just feel more free to start shooting yourself,
Yeah.
and
Actually, TikTok, a lot of people do very so-called amateur, very basic man. They just put handphone,
mm,
start dancing. The background very messy, also they don't care. Sometimes they anyhow wear, they also don't care. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So people like that. People are into this authenticity thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that whatever you offer, right, is already being
Yeah,
shared
maybe
on the
Jeffrey can
comment.
pin it. Because I can't pin, I'm not admin on PIE. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But as an admin,
Okay.
you can pin the comment so it doesn't get lost in the sea lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
But those
Jeffrey.
of you
谢谢
who
了。
missed those of you if you missed the links and you still want them, be it for the free live stream planner or you want to book a one-to-one call limited to 3 slots, you can just add me as a friend on Facebook and then just find me there lah. PM me on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay,
Great.
Frederick said IG has a stage possession. Yeah. Thanks, Rajiv.
Rajiv. Okay. See the
Yes.
广告词.
Because Rajiv
Yeah.
committed a lot more than that, okay?
Game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rajiv is very
Okay.
hardworking. Yeah, I really admire
Oh,
him for that.
he is, man. He
Very
is.
hardworking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Results will show, man. Yeah,
And
keep working.
I love what PIE is doing here. Is such an for the best word to say. It's very abundant. I mean, you guys you don't see each other as competitors. It's a
Oh.
community, and I think you all have the common value of, hey, we want to change the perception of what tutors are, man, in Singapore.
Yeah, lor. So people don't
We
ask me
are not in
where
the
I'm.
same league as private hire driver. No, don't think we
Mm-hmm.
are backup plan only. It's a serious career for many of us
Yeah, exactly.
to educate
Exactly.
the next generation because the big class size in school is a different thing, ma. Cannot
Different
handle.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are even tutors who I have a friend. He was a like really school teacher. He left he left, and now he also do Grab, but at the same time he still tutors, and his main reason was he wanted to have time flexibility also to spend more time with his own children. So through this, this tutor is someone who values relationships and children's development a lot.
Mm.
Yeah. He leave MOE should be pretty stable, good pay ma.
Yeah.
But why
Yeah.
he chose to, get out of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tutoring is not a just like some people financial advisor also, the family keep asking them when you finding a real job.
Oh, I've been through both. I was a financial advisor for 6 years and I get asked that all the time.
So anyway, you are very good with numbers. Conclusion is you are very good with numbers.
Okay lah. Hey, but I realize a financial advisor is not really about how much you can calculate. It's really how much you can connect. Yeah, it's more important.
With people, right? Yeah.
Yeah, same
Trust lah.
thing.
It's the same lah.
Tutor, same thing. How much you can
Trust
connect.
lah. Yeah, the trust.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
trust.
exactly.
The trust that people have in you, they're entrusting their child to you.
Yeah.
Technically, they are entrusting their child to you, because honestly, I think the education system now is so different from our era.
Mm.
The parents have no idea what to do. That they can't self-teach. Cannot self-teach.
Yeah.
Because it's a different game already altogether.
Mm.
Yeah, then of course there are some parents different parents express themselves in different way to the kids lah. So some of it can be very stressful. So again, then that elevates again the importance of a tutor who will be the middle person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so good to hear that you think very highly of tutor as a profession. That really resonate with us, and that resonate with me. I'm sure with Jeffrey and also our viewers out there.
I mean, because I've had really good tutors before. It's literally A maths, E maths, I think, in secondary school.
Yeah.
It's really from F can go to B's and A's one. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
When the tutor is good. Then when we go, she will feed us. Hey, today I buy this, she will feed us food lah. You don't feel very stressed when you go. Learning is something fun. You look forward also because in the group you have friends.
Yes.
Friends from other schools that different from the people you see every day in school.
True.
Yeah, so these are all the value that a tutor will bring. And I think of course now with parents more educated, right? It is as right now as a tutor educator service provider, we need to help parents see that lah.
True.
We are a problem solver, but actually the problems we solve is deeper and more than what you think. It's not just the scoring in school.
Absolutely. I can talk about this whole day. There's so much depth
you all
to
do
the
solo
job.
episode, you and Jeffrey. No need to have guests.
Okay. Now I'm being reminded that we cannot overrun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, but really good to have you on the show.
I can't see the viewership though. How many people watching right now?
Okay. I think right now we have 13. Just now we one time we went to 15.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but
and
today
more people will watch replay.
Oh yes, definitely. Some people they're not free now. But today the engagement in terms of the questions and Q&A, wow, really through the roof today. Through the roof. So many people are interested to know what you can offer. So I hope that people will really seize the chance to sign up for your this coaching. This 1 hour coaching thing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for to be with us. And if our audience, you want to get in touch with Jocelyn, remember you can just add her as a friend, and you can get in touch with her. And later on, Jocelyn, I will invite you to be our honorary instructor. So in our Facebook group. So in the future, you can, if you have any kind of programs or workshops that you prepare for our tutor audience, you can always blast it there. So if you want to keep in touch with any updates from Jocelyn, right, just apply to our Facebook group as well. So Jeffrey, later he will share the link to the Facebook group application. Okay.
Yeah. Can just add me as a friend first, guys. Then most of my content, I do it on my personal profile because Facebook page reach is lousy lah. But live stream is still not that bad. Live stream is still the top choice of content for Facebook now. So it's still not as bad as, I am slowly shifting my live streams onto my page lah. But definitely I get a lot more viewership on my personal profile.
Yeah, you got how many Facebook friends? How many thousands?
before I left employment is less than 1,000. After
Yes,
now it's
now.
2,000 plus. I have ever gotten 100 over plus friend requests just after one live stream.
Wow. Let's see how
Yeah.
it goes today.
That one was because I was doing it with a real estate agent.
Yeah.
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 So back then is during circuit breaker. A lot of people are very interested on live streaming lah. So 天时地利人和, the
Yeah.
timing is
Wow.
right for the topic as well. Yeah.
Yes. Talk about circuit breaker now. Community cases on the rise. So everyone, please
If
take care and
we,
stay
we
safe.
might again, be stuck in that situation
Yeah,
again.
really. Yeah. But if that happens, really, we need to shift things online lah. Then, the more what you can help us is more relevant.
I think what I see now is people dropped the online thing when phase 2 was released.
Yes.
And they forgot
Yes.
that, hey, I better do a little bit of maintenance still on my online because they got so busy with the offline lah. I mean,
Yes.
I can understand the challenge, but they forgot also that you must still upkeep
That's
the
true.
online. Yeah.
That's true.
So I mean, we see challenge, but we all do our best lah.
Okay, everyone, 加油. 加油.
Yeah, everyone.
Take care. Stay
Stay
safe.
safe. Stay safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. Have a good Friday
Yep. Same.
and weekend.
Everyone. Take care, everyone.